अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितम् अजरं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थं भजेताप्त्रयापहं मिथ्या सिद्धान्तदुद्ध्वान्त विध्वंसविचक्षणः जयतीर्थाख्यतनिर्भासतां न हृदम्बरे अत्तिकल्पितकल्पोऽयं प्रत्युत्थितकेसरी व्यासतीर्थगुरुर्भूयात् अस्मदिष्टासिद्धये तपोविद्याविरक्त्यादि सद्गुणौकाकरानं वादिराजगुरून् वन्दे हैग्रीपदाश्रयान् पूज्याय राघवेन्द्राय सत्यधर्मताय च भजतां कल्पवृक्षाय नमतां कामधेनवे दुर्वादिध्वान्तरवे वैष्णवेन्दीवरेन्दवे श्रीराघवेन्द्रगुरुवे नमोऽत्यन्तदयाळवे आपादमौलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणामाक्तिं पदे तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति मनोरथाः हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. We are doing the English session of Vishnu Sahasranama. We'll do Rishi Devata Chandas and then start. Asya Sri Vishnu Divya Sahasranama Stotra Mahamantrasya Sri Vedavyaso Bhagavan Rishihi Anushtup Chandah Sri Mahavishnu Paramatma Srimannarayano Devata Sri Lakshmi Narayan Prasad Siddhati Jape Vinyogaha ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम विश्वस्मै नमः. ओम विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूतभव्य भवत्प्रभुः भूतकृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागति अव्ययपुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञोक्षये च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंहो पुष्यमान् केशवपुरुषोत्तमः. So we have finished the first verse, and in the second verse we have come to the Shabda Avyayah. So Muktanam Paramagati Avyaya Purusha Sakshi Kshetraguna. So in that Avyaya Shabda. So for Avyaya Shabda also we have seen some meanings. So we are going to see more meanings. So as I mentioned before, the purpose of seeing so many meanings is to understand the glories of God. We may not remember everything, but the message behind it, and also how the shabdas are used to split in different ways, and even after a particular split is obtained, how we can see multiple meanings. Actually, for each of the shabda, we are seeing maybe whether 5, 10, 15, 20 meanings, but as Acharya mentioned, at least 100 meanings can be seen. Actually, we can see that even for this word avyaya, how we ourselves can come up with more than 100 meanings. I'll just give an indication here. Actually, though I'm running parallelly Kannada and English session, actually the lot of things I am telling differently in Kannada and English session. So people who are attending both, they can see that I'm making actually some of the differences are there between the two sessions. In this English session, actually I'm going to mention how this avyaya can be used to arrive, apart from whatever standard listed meanings, how we can come up with several meanings. So we have done the split A plus Vyaya. That means whatever Vyaya, the diminutions, the negative things, they are all not affected. Paramatma is not affected by any of them. None of them affect Paramatma. So he is without Vyaya. So Avyaya, that meaning we saw. And another thing that we saw was Avi plus Aya. So that with keeping the Surya, we saw those meanings. Today, different kind of split. I am going to do Avya plus Ya. So, Avya, Avarakshane, from that Dhatu it is taken. So, Avya is Avarakshane. So, Avya becomes what is Rakshya, whatever is to be protected. Rakshane means to protect. Ava means to protect. So, Avya means to be protected, passive voice. So to be protected, whatever is to be protected, that's Avya. Rakshyam, Avarakshane, whatever is to be protected, and that one Lord helps them. Avyam Yati, Prapnoti, Yati, that means Rakshanaya Prapnoti, one who reaches out to think that is to be protected. So here, if we say the Avya, Rakshya is the universe, the world, Jagat, then Avya, so Avya becomes Jagat. So Avyam, Rakshyam, Jagat, Tasya Rakshanaya Vyati Prapnoti. One who incarnates on the earth to protect the world. That's why he is Avya. So the universe is worthy of protection, and Lord incarnates in this universe to protect the universe. To protect the universe means to protect all the good people in the universe. So, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyaham Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam. Sadhunam jagati sthitanam sadhunam. Whoever good people are there in this universe, for their protection, the Lord incarnates. So he is Avya Ya, one who comes to protect, who reaches out, the one to be protected. Here, for the meaning Avya, we said Jagat. Suppose whoever are to be protected means, if we look into the avatars of Paramatma, so many instances we can see. For example, Arjuna is to be protected, and how Lord protected Arjuna, that we can think about that, we can correlate that. For example, apart from during the war, Arjuna was like, so many things are like, like for example, Karna sends the arrow of the Sarpastra, and Lord, he pushes the chariot down a few inches, and the Sarpastra, it takes away the crown, the Kirita. So that's how he protects. And then also Arjuna makes a promise that he will kill Jayadratha the next day before sunset, because when he hears that Jayadratha was responsible for the death of Abhimanyu, he takes an oath that he will kill before the sunset next day Jayadratha. If he doesn't kill, he will do Prayopavesha. And that's a very challenging position, because nobody knows what's going to happen. Like other side, they still had enough, a lot of good army was there. Drona was there, Karna was there, Ashwatthama was there, Duryodhana, all the great warriors were still alive. And Arjuna makes a oath that if he doesn't kill Jayadratha before the sunset, he will make Prayopavesha. That means entering the fire. So, and Krishna has to make sure that, of course, the Lord can do anything. But from a common man's point of view, before the sunset, Krishna has to enable Arjuna to kill Jayadratha. And Krishna does that in, very, what you call Jagat Prabhutva way. That means extraordinary powers. He makes the sunset happen, apparently, not really sunset doesn't happen, bring the illusion to the people that sunset happens. And when Jayadratha comes, he he gives beforehand a message to Arjuna. So he tells Arjuna, now kill him. So he sends the arrow, and then Jayadratha's father has given a boon to Jayadratha that if anybody knocks his head down onto earth, he may, even if suppose they hit him on his chest, he falls down to earth. So they make him fall on the earth. That means the head touches the earth. Whoever makes that happen, that person's head will be broken into 1,000 pieces. So if Jayadratha falls on earth, Arjuna will be killed. He will die. Or even his arrow, it separates from the body, that head falls on the earth, it will harm Arjuna. So Krishna tells the head to go and fall into the hands of his own father who gave that boon to him, and his father dies because of that. So that way also he is protected. So this way the Avya, Rakshya, so Avyaha, Rakshyaha, Arjunaha, that Arjuna, so Arjunasya Rakshana, Yati Prapnoti. So one who reaches out to Arjuna so many times, because Arjuna is to be protected. So that is also the meaning we can take for Avyaya. Same way, we see so many instances like Sugriva had to be protected, and in Ramavatara he protects Sugriva, and Krishna protected Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva multiple times in so many places. And from Lakshagruha, he is as Antaryami, he stays inside Vidura, gives instigation to Vidura, so that Vidura, kind of sends a person to dig the what you call the underground pathway for them to escape. So this is done because of the Ichha of the Paramatma. So there, though we see the hands of Vidura and all those people, they were all Nimitta Matras. The ultimate protection is from Paramatma. He was protecting Pandavas all the time. So that Avyaha, Rakshyah Pandavaha. So Pandavanam Rakshanaya. So Yati. So one who reaches out to Pandavas to protect them. Same way in Ramavatara, like he protected so many Vanaras that are there who are like, kind of killed in the battlefield, and through Sanjeevani he brings and makes Hanumanta bring the Sanjeevani, saves so many Vanaras' lives. And after all the war is over, so Paramatma himself can just bring back anybody to life. But since he has incarnated as Rama, he follows the rules of the incarnation, and he asks Indra at the end of the war that all the Vanaras, whoever died in the war, they all have to come back in life. And Indra grants that boon, and all the Vanaras who are killed in the war, they come back to life. So this way, Rama protected all the ones whoever are to be protected. So if you take the meaning of all the ones to be protected in all the avatars, Matsyavatara, he protects Satyavrata, and also so many other creatures, they are to be protected. He protects them all. So the Avyaha, Rakshyaha, Tan Sarvan Rakshati, Tesham Rakshanaya, Paramatma Narayanaha, Avyayaha Yati. So the Avyayarupi Paramatma, he goes and protects all of them. So every incident that is there, where Paramatma has extended his protection, that can be related to this word meaning Avyaya. So that is thing. So that means you can see that itself you can give more than 100 meanings. So definitely you can come up with a list of more than 100 people who are to be protected, and you give the meaning for each one of them, you will get more than 100 meanings for Avyaya itself with this just one formation itself. Avyaya, Rakshya. So whoever are Rakshya, he protects them with that one root itself. You can come up with 100 meanings. So that's Avyaya. And then another split is Avi, like Avi Aya, we took that split, and Avi again split into two parts. So A plus V plus Aya. So A, V, Aya. Aya means, like Aya Shubhavaha, one who brings auspiciousness. So here Avi Aya, so Avehe Swaitarasya Ayaha Shubhavaha, one who brings auspiciousness to all those who are not himself. So V means Swam. As I told before, Paramatma can be addressed by just one letter. Akaya, Pravisa, Bhuma, Sakaha. Each one of those letters represents Paramatma. V especially, V means Vishishta, one who is unique, one who is special, one who is unlike anyone else. That meaning is there for V. So V means Paramatma. So Avi means one who are not Paramatma. That means all the rest of the whole universe. So anybody in this universe, that all the others. So Avi, Avehe Swa Itarasya Shubhavaha, one who brings auspiciousness to everybody else who is worthy of it. Everybody else who is worthy of it, he brings auspiciousness. Swa Itarasya, whoever is different from him, that different from him comes from Avi. V means Paramatma. Avi means other than Paramatma. Whoever other than Paramatma means good. Among other than Paramatma, there are good people and bad people. All the good ones other than Paramatma, for them he is Shubhavaha, Aya Shubhavaha. So that meaning is taken. And another meaning is his Avi. So he is Aya Vyapana, means pervasion. So Avi, V means Paramatma himself. Avi means something, anything other than Paramatma. For example, this universe is other than Paramatma, and he Ayati, Vyapnoti, one who pervades the entire universe, which is different from him. Avi, V is Paramatma. Avi, different from him, different from Paramatma is this universe. So Avi Ayat, so one who pervades this entire universe, that's why he is Avi Aya. That means A plus V plus Aya, one who pervades the entire universe. That is one meaning. A plus V plus Aya, who brings auspiciousness to this entire universe, all the good people in this universe. That's another thing. So that is also A plus V plus Aya. And then Another thing is aya jnana visa. Aya means jnana. So a plus v plus aya. So jnana means, so v is Paramatma, a plus v, that means avi. Not only the different from Paramatma, avi can also mean opposite of Paramatma, one who opposes Paramatma, one who are dveshis of Paramatma, the opposing forces, Bhagavad Virodhis, the ones who do Virodha with Paramatma, they are also avis. Avi means the opponents of Paramatma are avi. V is Paramatma, avi is opponent of Paramatma. So the opponent of Paramatma, for them, aya, so he gives a jnana, which is a jnana, wrong jnana. So aya means jnana, it can be a good jnana or bad jnana. Wrong knowledge. So aya means knowledge. It can be a correct knowledge or it can be a wrong knowledge. He gives wrong knowledge to his opponents. So avi, swavirodhinam, that means dushtanam. For them, aya, jnana, moha jnana he gives. That's why he's avi aya, one he gives illusory wrong knowledge to all the opponents who oppose Paramatma. That meaning also comes with avyaya. So avyaya, that's avyaya. And another meaning that we can think about is he is like, okay, people who are all astikas are there, nastikas are there in this world. Astikas means those who believe in Paramatma. Nastikas are those who do not believe in Paramatma. For all the astikas, that means the believers in Paramatma, he gives the correct knowledge. For all the nastikas who are non-believers in Paramatma and who hate Paramatma, for them he gives the wrong knowledge. So this avi aya, that avi, by taking two different meanings, one is opponents of Paramatma, one is different from Paramatma, good people who are different from Paramatma. For two different kinds of people, he gives two different kinds of things. Good knowledge for good people, bad knowledge for bad people. That's avyaya. Together you can take them. So, and then another meaning is avi aya. So he, as Parshurama. So as Parshurama Avatara, what he did was, for avi means sun. We saw that meaning, like avi means sun. But not only sun, the sun Avatara, Karna is also avi because he is Avatara of sun. Surya Putra and also Surya Avatara. He is son of Surya and also he is incarnation of Surya. So avi also means Karna. So for Karna, he gave aya, jnana. What kind of jnana? Astra jnana. The knowledge about the weapons, the weaponry. The astra jnana. Astra means arrow. So astra jnana means the knowledge of the arrows. Astra vidya. In the form of Parshurama, he gave astra vidya to Surya Putra Karna. So avi namaka Karna obtained as the one who gave vidya, astra vidya to avinamaka Karna. That's why it's avyaya. Avihi Karnaha tasya ayaha jnanaha astra vidya yena saha avyaya. So one who has given astra vidya to avinamaka Karna, that's why he is avyaya. This is another meaning. So Parshurama Rupa also can be thought about for this word avyaya. So this way, the avyaya shabda, you can see that how it can mean two different sets of meaning. Like actually all the meanings that we saw, we can see that they all speak about the Mahatmya Jnana, the glories of the Lord. The glories of the Lord come in two forms. Basically, you can categorize. One is the extraordinary capabilities of the Lord, Paramatma, Ananta Shakti. But what good, suppose somebody has Ananta Shakti, but he doesn't help us. It's of no good, right? So Paramatma has Ananta Shakti and also has Ananta other gunas also, Ananta Kalyana gunas. That means which includes Karuna also. Because of that, for all his devotees, Ananta Bhaktas, he gives enormous favors to them. That means one who favors the infinite number of devotees. So his Mahatmya Jnana comes into two parts. One is himself having extraordinary strength and capabilities. The other part is he coming out, reaching out to his devotees in different ways, depending upon their own yogyata. He gives protection, help, assistance to his infinite number of devotees. So this is his two sets you can broadly categorize. This is a broad category only. So there are so many ways his Anantya Kalyana Gunatva can be thought about. So every name of the Lord, you can see that it talks about extraordinary capabilities of the Lord in each his avatars. For example, take Kala Yavana incident or Jarasandha incident or any Kamsa incident or Putana or all the Rakshasas, evil people, or any good people's instance where Paramatma like Kuchela, he goes and helps Kuchela. So Kuchela, so that aspect also, one who reaches out to his devotees, Karunamayatva, all those things in each of his names actually you can meditate upon that, or think about it, contemplate on that. So the meanings that I have given are only indicative. That means it does not mean that only those meanings have to be thought about. There are so many meanings that we can meditate upon or contemplate upon in each of these names. So with this I conclude the meanings for the Avyaya. So next class we will talk about the next Shabda Purusha. So any other questions are there, you feel free to ask the questions. So